Good evening, my name's Berenice and they call me Belle for short. Welcome to my channel. I got that the wrong way round, didn't I? Never mind. That's to keep you awake. So this is part 3. This is putting all the little blocks together and then putting them into sections, and we'll get them into a row. So yeah, quite a bit on this one. So I hope you like this video. I'd love you to subscribe if you could. Set the notifications, then you'll get notified when I get a video up. I think you do as well in some cases with the subscriptions. When you subscribe, I can never say that word. The likes, the sharing, if you share with your friends, and I said that, didn't I? It's too many comments. That's it. I do love the comments. Yeah, and they all do my analytics. It gets me up that list, you know what I mean? If they put me at the top of the list, and more people will be able to see me. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and let's get sewing, eh? I'm just going to sew these few sections together to start. And these two seams are matching, so we'll take our time matching that up. There we go. Next one is the two squares. Let's show you, like so. I have a feeling this lady that done this opened up her seams. I didn't. Batten that against each other, but I will leave them the way I've pressed them. Let's match up nice. Them two go there. I want that on there. That makes like a block. I haven't got a seam there, so I have no matching. See, like that. Few stitches and then straighten myself up. Open that up, have a peek and a look. Oh, there we go. So now this bottom section on here, again those seams matching. Hold on a minute, I'll just sort of this. Just like that. Like so. finger pressing that so I can sew this section onto here now. You see how that, and these two, yeah, these two seams will meet up, so I'm making a point of that. So what I'm going to do actually, because that seems quite a way down on the work, I'm going to pin it. A lovely beehive pin holder. I already had some yellow pins, so I stuck them in there. Very nice. Hold on, lost it. That's it. Good to find it. It's, for some reason, right, try again, Ben. I'm still not happy. Hold on. There we go. Take that out now. A bit nearer. I'll make sure that's not too far underneath, etc. Excuse me, I've been here 6 o'clock, half 6 in the morning, I think. Not long up. We have cardi on. Cup of tea brewing. Line it up, make sure I'm happy. There we go. So I've got this on the wall because I want to work out the other colours first, and then we'll go from there. But that's the first block. When it's all done, I'll put the strip right down here. Usually when I do this kind of border, I do a border from there to there and then there to there. So I've got joined seams like this, but I'll just put it on all in one there and the bottom. I might put extra black on afterwards, and then a border of scraps of all these fabrics. Before we get to that in a wee while. I've got this little bit on my wall, that's as far as I can go. So I've sewn this section as you've seen, and now I'm going to sew that to that, that to that, and then them. And then I'll sew them two to that, and then this, them two together, them two together, and then that way. Okay, just to give you an idea how I go about this. Here it is laying on my table. I'll do it again, through again. So it's that to that, there, that to that there, and then this one to there, and then this section to here, and this section to here. And they're not all necessarily the same size blocks, you see, when you've got these sections put together. So this is the first section that will be on the quilt like that. I've got matching seams here, so I'm going to push this one away. I will press it that way after. As soon as I've sewn it together. I should have done it before, but I've just realised. I'm just making sure again that this is going the opposite way, because it's been pressed the same way as the top layer. Just butt it against. So that's joined nicely there, see? In the middle section of this unit. So again, these seams, this makes the blocks line up lovely as well, so it does, you know, because you'll see if that's out of kilter. Look, okay. If I put it slightly out, you would see that slightly out from that, so it's keeping these seams together. So this seam is already sewn down that way, but this is a big long seam and it will go the other way. Yes, I'm going towards the colour, but that's okay, I can live with that. I'd rather it neat join. So batten against each other. I'll turn it over because I want to do that first. I don't want to start down this end and get up here and it's not matching. That's why I'm doing this like this. Okay. So I've got it on the seam there, and I'm just making sure everything else is lined up nice. I can just see the fabric underneath and no more. Just make sure let it rest back on it. And that's that there. See? Nice join in there. And then it lines up these two blocks. That's what's good about doing the session like this. This is why I do all my session like this. If you put one strip, you can't do it with this quilt, but most quilts, you know, they're lined up. You can put a session straight across the width. But I don't like doing that because of this lining up. So again, actually both can go a different way. So let me think. I'm going to put the one underneath the opposite way, to my left, and the top one to the right. And then, so there. Hold on, still not happy, still moving around. It's because I haven't pressed the seam, that's making it a little bit more awkward. If you can press the seam before you sew it, it would be better the opposite way. And we'll look at that, and there, it's joined lovely and it's lined up. So I've pressed the seams now. See, that's, I had it all going towards the black, but I've pressed it the other way. And it's always black at the top and then the right hand side, even on these units. Right hand side, top, right hand side. And again, that seam's pressed towards there instead of the black, because I did press them all to the black when I put the little blocks together. So now what we do is sew that to that and that to that. I will sew these two units to each other. And there's a seam on this long part, so I want them to join that to that. So it's buttoned against each other. sure everything goes under nice and flat. That's still there. I'm holding on to that for my dear life. I'll stop on the seam and get the rest of it aligned. I'm just going to go down a bit here because it's quite a length. There we go. I'm holding it with this hand as well to keep it in place. See, I can start to see the black underneath, so I'll just shift it over a little tiny bit. So that's that bit to there. Now the last section on here. And again, I know it can't go any other way, look, see? But just be aware that things can go wrong. There's no matching seams here. This is down here. This is up here, this seam on this black. So, but, oh, just seen. Top here. That's got to match. And they are going the same way because that's sewn that way. So I'm going to bat it against each other. I'm just moving it out into my own light because I can't see. My machine light's too bright. So I've got the matching and I'm holding it with my thumb fingers till I get to it. And gently. And I'm on that seam. Now I can align the rest of the work. As I said, it's quite a long bit. So it's worth just lining part of it up, holding it in my hand, let it feed through itself well. See, I'm starting to wander there because I haven't got the bottom part lined up. And I just want to see it and know more. That's what I'm looking for. So I'm going to do this, just make sure everything's all right, see? Make sure that black hasn't wandered underneath what I can't see. So gently push the seam under and there we go. And there's this unit done. Obviously it's a bit bigger than the first unit, which would have been this width, but this can go on. It does depend, but now I've got horizontal parts like this part. So I shall press that and carry on with the rest. So this is the third section I had on my design wall. So them two together, and then top to bottom or bottom to top. Okay. So that's these two together. There's no seams there matching. Do want it straight as possible. I want the two blocks to look like they're in a line. The two coloured fabrics. Like so. You know, we don't want this one down here or vice versa. Bigger section, and again the seams are not matching, see, so it's so easy to sort of, I'm exaggerating, but it's so easy to look like it's like that. We know these cuttings are okay, well, as far as Belle can do. So I've matched the top and bottom, that fits perfectly, so I'm okay. Making sure that I was against the 1/4 inch foot, so I did. And as you see me kind of wobble, just making sure, because it wants to wander where it wants to wander. And there it is. Let me press these. I am going to press these. You know what I'm like, I don't usually, but I'm trying to be a good girl here. So they're pressed now, and I'm making sure it's this section here that I'm doing. Okay, so I'm making sure I've got it the right way. Obviously it's top and then right hand side, but you can get confused. Now these two seams are matching, no others are. So I'm going to start on this part here because I want to get these seams butted up. See, I did press that, but of course I didn't know which way I was going to sew that. So I'm turning it over because this one is already sewn, so I can't turn that. That's why. It doesn't matter if they don't butt, but I usually butt them first and then fold it back. So I'm just making sure, holding it. See, I've got my finger still on it. So I'm just moving it there, because it won't be quite on it here. A little bit of fiddling, but it's worth it for a lovely join. Now it's moved because of my machine bed. This can be sometimes a bit troublesome. I won't complain about my machine, I love my machine. So I've done the seam now, so the rest just fits, I know that. I've got no more seams to match. I went slowly there because I wanted to make sure that that seam, it was laying upwards and I wanted to go under the machine upwards. Now, I've got these here. See them flapping in the wind, as I call it? So I'm going to make sure that they stay nice and flat the way that I've pressed them. You can feel it with your fingers. And that's that unit done. So once you press that, now I'll show you how I put these 3 blocks together now that I've made. So there's 2 of the blocks on my table. The other one's there, you can see. So we're going to sew this one to this one along here. And again, the only seam I've got is the top seam to join together to make it, and then just make sure it matches down here. Right, let's get sewing then. I've done the top row, that's a fold in it because it's not big enough. And I've done that panel, let's zoom out a bit, there. And then I've done these 2 that I've got to sew together and then join onto there. This is quite a deep row, see? And then I'll carry on with that. And so you have to do all this section and then this and then sew the 2 rows together. This one's already done. On the plan, like I've marked it there. I didn't do it, I just marked it here for you. Let's see if we can get this focused in. So you can see these are 2 separate, this is quite deep. But mark it there and there, and then sew them sections. And here, this is quite bigger. As I said, I'm out of puff because I'm at COPD, I'm playing up today. So there, and then there, you know, or I done it from there, done the 4 rows, then this, and then that. But be aware, that's what I'm trying to say, be aware. It's not hard if you think. In fact, I got more than 1 row, look! I've done them 2, so I've got these to do. Yeah, it is going to be 72 inches, I think it is, so it's quite long for me. I'm going to love quilting this. Anyway, I hope you have liked this video, and it's made some sense. It is a bit complicated, you know, but do look at the pattern, and it will be in the description below. And it is in a playlist as well. I meant to say that at the beginning, but never mind, got it in there now. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe, etc. As I've said before, it's good for my analytics. It shows me up there, gets more people to watch, and hopefully subscribe. I hope you're all well. I hope you're doing fine with your lives, and do take care of yourselves. All right then. I'll say bye for now.